All right, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Black Desert video. So today we have an exciting announcement, and they posted this a few days ago on the official website, so you guys can read this as well, but we're just going to cover it together regarding the centralized servers, right? So over the past 2 years, they talked about it at one of the balls, I think the Calpheon ball 2 years ago, and basically they want to have centralized servers, and in theory it should make everything on a more even playing field. Obviously that doesn't work because everyone lives in a different area. However, it's been 2 years and this is the first announcement we actually got out of it, so I kind of wanted to cover this together. I know I read this, and yeah, let's just talk about it and let's see what they can share with us in terms of information. So Calpheon Ball 2022, they announced the idea of centralized servers. Before we get into that, I just want to say that I've talked to a lot of my friends, guildies that live across, the United States and or other places, and some people are happy with it, some people aren't. Definitely understandable. To me, it's a good thing because I live on the East Coast. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to see how it was. I remember they did a global labs siege war and just to test the servers, and overall I thought it was fine. A lot of people on the East Coast said it was you actually felt the difference, so I'm excited for it. I know not everyone else is, especially the Australians. They are not happy, and rightfully so. So we finally have a date on the centralized server change. It's May 22nd. So, as a person who's played a lot of games, a lot of MMOs, and this is not a new thing, this is, something that's happened pretty frequently, I always say, don't plan your day around the maintenance of May 22nd. If you have something important to do in-game, do it either before then or wait till after, because if you try to take the day off of work thinking, oh, things are going to run smoothly on this maintenance day, chances are it's not. And you know how maintenance is usually 4 hours or something. This one might be longer, so just keep that in mind. Don't take the day off of work thinking, oh, I gotta grind on these new servers for 10 hours or something. So yeah, just plan around this and assume that the servers are going to be down all day, and if things work out fine, that's great. But just keep that in mind. As a person who's played a lot of different games, a lot of MMOs and online stuff, usually when server maintenance happens or a centralized relocation, that's usually an entire day. And keep that in mind. All right, so to provide some more information, the servers have always been on the West Coast since the release of BDO in North America. Yeah, I know that. I can feel it. And overall, for all of you West Coast players, you're probably not happy with this. Understandable. And so, as someone who's played, obviously, video from the East Coast, it's not that bad. Sometimes you do notice it. If you are exclusively a PvPer and every frame matters, yeah, you will notice it. But if you're just grinding and you're just doing your own thing most of the time, if you're a PvEer, chances are it's not that bad. Literally all of my videos have been currently how it is. So I think I can still be competitive, and even though the servers are straight up on the other side of the US for me, so still that no matter what, it's not going to be that bad. I still have fun with the game. And yeah, so I think they're going to be moving the servers from the West Coast to Texas or somewhere obviously central. That's what it means. So in theory, it should be a more equalized playing field, and people who live in the South or mid area, the central area, obviously this is great for you. And so they provided a little map of player base and everything, which is actually really surprising because what in the world? Why did they take 10 years, or wait, how long has this game been out? 8 years on since it came out on North America. It took them 8 years, and this is the population where it looks like a majority of players are on the East Coast. And it took them so long to, like, oh, maybe we should move to servers. Obviously, like, it's probably an expensive thing. But, yeah, I think this is going to impact more people positively than negatively. That's ultimately the business decision that they made. Yeah, it's actually really interesting to see where everyone is playing from. I feel like if you're in Korea, you're probably not playing on the North American servers. Obviously, the people who are like, hey, I lived in America once, and then I moved to like Korea or something, or Australia, UK. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, I get it. I've been playing with people from, you know, outside of the US for quite a while. And obviously, you maybe started in US and then moved somewhere else. That's why they're still doing it. Whereas you could be playing on the other servers itself. The one person playing in the ocean right there, that's cool. How does that work? But probably a small island, but that's impressive in itself. And yeah, let's see. So by region, central and eastern regions take up 70%. Yeah, this picture definitely looks like that. And western area is like 20%. Australia, New Zealand, Pacific Islands, and Mexico, Europe is the other 10%. So yeah, that was an actually interesting graph to look at. And I think while not everyone is going to be happy about this, a majority of players will benefit from it. So I think this is overall a good change. And basically, yeah, they just said that what I just said, that overall they want it to be a more positive impact for the majority of players. And let's see, location, west, central, east, south, current location, ping. As far as I understand, lower is better. So average ping projected after the change. North, okay. This looks like it's not too bad. Like, most people will probably not even notice it. And for all of you who are on the West Coast getting the downgrade, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that bad. As a person who's played on the East Coast when the servers are currently on the West Coast, I guarantee you will notice it, but it's not that bad. And basically, in addition to the regional distribution, the average ping can be factored. Take this number with a grain of salt. I guarantee you, like, everyone is going to have a different experience. But I guess this is what the average is from the one test they did on the global labs. So just take this with a grain of salt. The impact of these changes will vary depending on where you live. Yeah, I could have told you that. Will decrease the average ping by more than 15 milliseconds. Anyone that's not really a gamer or only plays one, maybe two games, this is kind of a big deal. So, more equalized. You know what would be more equalized in this game? Balanced classes. We all know that's not happening, but that would be the most effective change. So we acknowledge that the benefits may not extend to everyone. It is what it is. And this is just going to be the most beneficial thing. So, overall, I just wanted to cover this because I thought it was interesting. And that we have an official date now of the 22nd. So, plan your day around BDO. And best case scenario, things go smoothly. There are no interruptions. However, from my experience of other games with server transfers, it's usually like an entire day period, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I thought this was interesting to look at. And yeah, where do you guys play from? I'm actually really curious. So yeah, with that said, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thanks so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like. And I have a bunch of other stuff that you can check out, whether you're a beginner, returning player, or a veteran player. Hopefully there's some videos for you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.